It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Rajon Rondo is out there with Grant. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Mirotic in at the 4 spot. Now here's Adams. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. And Rondo sends it back. Westbrook with the steal. To the middle. Here's Roberson. It's deflected. And he recovers it. Back to Westbrook. Shoots a 3. Westbrook missing again. On defense, Oklahoma City. Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. They set the pick. Fires at the elbow. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
Lopez dishes to Grant. Back to Lopez. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Singler's checked in. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Mirotic from downtown, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Mirotic has got his first 3 points of the game. Well, Thunder have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. It's Westbrook with the drive. And that one's good.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Grant kicks to Butler. And Lopez throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Westbrook. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Oladipo for three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Passes it to Mirotic. Rondo against Westbrook. Westbrook with the steal. Goes up. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What a nice play. Stole it away and took it coast to coast.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Now, here's Butler. 6 to shoot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Lopez with the block.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Thunder trailing by 5.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing. Allen Iverson, I always felt, was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The kick out to Lopez. Here's Mirotic. 5 points in the game. And it's Grant in the corner. Dishes it to Rondo. Back to Mirotic. Inside. Second shot opportunity. And it's blocked by Adams. Inside. And stolen by Mirotic. Rondo passes to Grant. Rondo dishes to Mirotic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Wasted no time on that one. Lopez has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Well, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Westbrook after Rajon Rondo's bucket. The pass to Adams. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Now, that's an old-school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
To the wing on the left. Right side, Butler. Back to Grant. Lets it go from deep. Cannot hit. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his first foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Andre Robertson. Wayne Wade's checked in for Chicago. Thunder trailing by 7. Outside Westbrook. Singler outside. Lopez against Cantor. And here's Morrow outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The drive by Wade. And he gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 5. Looking to get it going. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. And, guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 6. Butler kicks to Wade. Shot clock at 5. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
Now here's Westbrook, following the miss by Kyle Singler. And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
And he sinks the second. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Butler at 12. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Now here's Rondo after Dwayne Wade's miss. And Butler, here we go. Rondo dishes to Lopez. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Butler missing. And we're trailing by 9. And here they go. And Gibson sends it back. Rondo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Got it up. And that's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Chicago up 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the young.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, Jimmy Butler is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Dwayne Wade. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Wade passes to Lopez. Right side, Butler. Trying his luck deep. They get it back. Lopez kicks to Gibson. Lets it go with a 3. But they'll get another chance. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
It's Westbrook with the drive, and he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 13.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Westbrook with the block, and they'll keep possession. Here's Lopez, Gibson. Morrow with the rebound.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And so Butler nails both of them. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Rondo against Westbrook. The drive by Rondo. Left side, Butler. Back to Rondo. Wide open look. That's short off the rim.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective tonight.
Westbrook, the 3 from Morrow. Rondo with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 8. Outside Butler. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's Westbrook with the drive. Singler for 3. That one drops and he's now 2 for 5.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Lopez. And 11 points for Jimmy Butler.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And Oladipo kicks to Singler. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Fades. And Butler, here we go. And it's blocked by Adams. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. Cantor checked in for the Thunder. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's a screen by Cantor. Westbrook with it. He's got 13. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. The dish to Morrow. Right side, Westbrook. There's a screen. Goes back up. Good. He hits the jump shot. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Wade drives in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that it hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent mainly Kevin Durant.
fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. We were used to seeing the Thunder as a top offensive team, as you mentioned, Greg. Last season, they finished 18th, Clark, in field goal percentage.
And, you know, for context, that's the lowest they finished since their first year in Oklahoma, Kevin. Usually you can find them among the top 5 teams in the league when they're healthy.
Westbrook kicks to Morrow. Rondo against Westbrook. Rondo with the steal. He feeds it to Wade. Mirotic has a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Wade. And it's 8 points for Nikola Mirotic. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. They need this, and the shot is good. The Bulls leading by 9. Wade outside. Back to Rondo. The kick outside to Butler. Pass to Wade. Teardrop shot from deep three-point range. Poked away, but he stays with it. Tries again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2. Chances at the free throw line here.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state, but what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years, but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
Here's Westbrook, and it comes off the front of the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Mirotic, good on the triple. Mirotic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Out to the right wing. Outside Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Wade against Westbrook. Clock at 6. Wade up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Fires from the line. No good from Wade. Thunder trailing by 13. Puts up a 3. Cantor dishes to Oladipo. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Lopez has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Butler missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
They get a hand on it, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Oklahoma City has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Morrow, no good.
Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
They're settling. They've got to keep getting the ball inside. Create some balance offensively.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
50 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Westbrook. He's got 18. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Rolls out front.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was Chicago came ready to play. Some major league offense and defense in the mix as they raced out to an 11-2 lead. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. The second quarter became an offense. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And, guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
Tanner is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Morrow in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Westbrook. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Westbrook's got the first basket of the third quarter for Oklahoma City. Lopez passes to Wade. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Thunder trailing by 16. And here's Westbrook. He's got 22. And Oladipo has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Nothing new to see Morrow knocking down one of those beauties from outside.
Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, actually excellent talent to make it special. And that combination is a winning one. Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Rondo with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Wade drives in. Outside for Rondo. Butler on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Adams. Shot is off. Good D by Lopez.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And Mirotic kicks to Wade. Mirotic with it. Can't recover.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Outside Westbrook. Puts it up from 12, and Mirotic sends it back. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Westbrook, and he dunks it down.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, it was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Thunder trailing by 14. Cantor with a screen on Wade. Oladipo dishes to Adams, and he slams it one-handed.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And 5 turnovers here. He set his team back on the offensive end.
Wade with no one around. Wade missing again. The Thunder have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Oladipo, good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
For 3, Westbrook. Rebound by the Bulls. Butler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Rondo. Wade on the wing. The kick out to Lopez. From deep. Rondo passes to Butler. The feed to Mirotic. 5 on the clock. That one goes. Count it. Mirotic has got 13.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Westbrook drives in, and Rondo sends it back. In transition, here come the Bulls, and Wade slams it in.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Westbrook kicks to Oladipo. Adams outside. Shot is off. Good D by Lopez.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Dwayne Wade continues Clark to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Here's Westbrook. 24 points for him. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. The strategy included running the offense through Russell Westbrook. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Get open.
1:35 left here in the third quarter. Kicks it to Cantor. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Knocked loose. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Well, Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest.
Needs to calm down. Taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end.
Guys, that's one of the things
simple.
I like about Adams.
Throw it down inside.
Of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Thunder trailing by 15. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. 58 seconds left in the third. That's good.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Westbrook against Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Wade off the left rim and out.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Offensive rebound. Here's Cantor. And Butler sends it back. But they get it back. For 3, Westbrook. He dishes it to Oladipo. And another shot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwayne Wade. The Thunder have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And the second free throw, good. Stolen. Robertson dishes to Westbrook. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line. Now here's Butler. No good on the buzzer beater. And that's going to do it for the fourth quarter, just moments away now as we welcome you back. Here's Westbrook. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Dwayne Wade. Jimmy Butler is out there with Taj Gibson. And there's Robin Lopez. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. The wide open look here for Lopez. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Lopez a screen. Rondo with the ball. T-Wade on the wing. Shot clock at 3. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Westbrook passes to Roberson. Offensive rebound.
You see me calling you all day, you are an asshole, fuck you.
And a miss there on the triple. Wade kicks to Gibson. And that one is hammered home.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Under trailing by 9. Outside Westbrook. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He takes it up and lays it in. Westbrook's got 30.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
The pass to Adams. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And with Bibbs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here's Rondo. Double team by Wade. Outside Gibson. Inside. Butler in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. Feeds it to Cantor. This one for 3. That's good. Cantor's got 5 points now this quarter.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the inside. Reach for it, and it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
There's a screen by Cantor. Oladipo, good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Outside Rondo. Gibson with the screen on Westbrook. And a wide open look for Rondo. And the Bulls, another three.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. No good. Good D by Lopez.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, you know, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have to build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And it's Wade penetrating, stolen by Cantor. For three, Westbrook, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 15 points in just the second half.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Tries a three, and the Thunder another three.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Now Rondo. Rondo is doubled. It's stolen by Oladipo. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, they got hot. And I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now this game's up for grabs.
Right side, Butler. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Westbrook leading the charge.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
That's good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
The offensive rebound, Adams. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Westbrook drives in and Adams with the slam.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And it's Wade with the jam.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Westbrook. Lopez with the block. From 17 feet out. That's good from Wade on the assist by Butler. 24 points for Wade.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish. Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 9. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
And thank you, Doris.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
To the middle. Rondo gets the bucket.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Westbrook against Rondo. Here's Roberson. They get the rebound. And Adams with the slam.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Outside Westbrook. Roberson dishes to Westbrook. Oladipo with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
That free throw good from Oladipo.
Checking out the game Victor Oladipo has had. He's got 13 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Pass to Westbrook from 10 feet out, and the shot falls short this time. And here are the Bulls now. They led by as many as 18 points.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 6. 34 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by Adams.
Well, he gets it in close, but we have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Roberson misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And that's an intentional foul. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
How can you describe an alley-oop that far away? I mean, wow.
There's not much you can say.
I tell you what, that was Hail to Mary, guys. It was a long bomb.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight. Was that something you tried to do?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
You did exactly that, Dwayne. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game.
Wade was at his best tonight, fellas. He's a ferocious competitor when he gets in the zone like that. That intensity on defense, those explosive moves to the rim, Dwayne Wade had it going on tonight.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And let's talk for a moment about Derrick Rose. He's missed so much time the past several seasons with injuries. Kenny, is it too much to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
It's a road game for the Knicks, and they're facing an interconference foe today. Home court advantage goes to the Rockets, playing here in Houston. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Derrick Rose. Noah is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Lee, and it's Anthony in at the small forward position.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Now here's Anthony. Harden missing his last shot. And it's Rose penetrating, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Lee outside. Outside Rose. 5 on the clock. And it falls over the rim and in. Rose has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Knicks. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
So it's the Knicks now. James Harden missing on the three. Porzingis can't hit.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release. Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden the pass to Nene. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Some slick passing from Harden on that one.
For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Rose. He kicks it to Noah. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Houston's ball. Ariza outside from the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Now here's Rose. He feeds it to Lee. There's the pass to Porzingis. Taken away by Nene. Out on his own on the break. By himself. A huge slam. The perfect end of a fast break.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when the steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead. Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And stolen by Ariza. And pushing it up is Houston Rockets again in transition. And it's Beverly missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. That's tipped, stolen by Beverly. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Here's Ariza, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot, he'll go to the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Rockets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And, you know, for Houston's wins at home, a lot of it had to do with their three-point shooting. I mean, they shot an average of 35% from behind the arc at home, but kept their opponents to under 30% on the year in Houston.
And, guys, this is what makes Houston so good and why they've been so good for so long. In the last 31 seasons, they've only had 2 losing seasons. Only team in the league to do that.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Beverly kicks to Nene. Knocked loose. Lee with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Kept alive by New York.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Now here's Nene. Here's Ariza. Offline with his three. Now Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. To the paint. Here's Noah. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Harden draws the double. Nene into the lane. There's the bucket. Good. Nene's got 6.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Rose against Beverly, and a wide open look for Noah. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, 2 major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
And the Rockets making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Houston in the lead. It's Ariza on the wing. He kicks to Nene. Back to Ariza. And he gets it to go. Ariza's got 5.
And guys, talking about Joakim Noah, he was still the spirit of that team last season. Amongst all the great talents the Bulls had, Noah was that energizer and catalyst for the team. A true warrior, even in an off year.
Here's Lee, following the score by Trevor Ariza. Feeds it to Noah. 5 on the clock, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
The Rockets have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Rose dishes to Carmelo. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Launches a three. Can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way. Rose attacking. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. And that's now 6 points for Rose. The Rockets have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Rose against Harden. Ariza, right side. And the layup's good off the glass. Ariza's got 7 points.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
1:30 left here in the opening quarter. And here's Rose. He's got 6. Pass to Noah. Misses off the left iron. Rockets leading by 4. Harden kicks to Nene. Pass to Beasley. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. And it's Ariza in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. No good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Rose attacking. Wasted no time on that one. Rose has got 8. Here's Beverly. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys in the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
And New York making a change here. Vujicic is checked in.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
That is good. And that's now 11 points for Nene.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Stolen by Beverly. Harden the pass to Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. Rose against Beverly. Rose, no good. Ariza with it. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of... You know, I think Joakim can certainly make a case, Clark, for Chicago being that famished 5, especially with Rose back on the court.
There's no doubting that, Kevin. I mean, even the addition of Gasol with his 2 rings, the way he left things in L.A., that left him with an appetite that has him still hustling.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through 1.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Nene. And at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Outside Rose. The dish to Noah. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice passing by New York here. Rose with another miss. Rockets leading by 5. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Anthony. Here's Noah. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done. Boy, for the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponent scoring chances.
Here's Rose. 8 points for him. Connects from three-point range. Over the Knicks last season, Greg, the defense a problem for them, specifically how they defended against perimeter shots, and in particular the three.
38%, Kevin, of the threes against them went in. That was by far the worst in the league, and it's a big reason why they would end the year with the worst margin of victory in the NBA. How about minus 9.3?
The three from Anthony. They get it back. Noah. It's deflected. Harden outside. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Harden's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Dishes to Carmelo. Rockets with the rebound. Nene's got his third rebound tonight.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And so here is Houston. 3-point lead. He dishes it to Beasley. The feed to Harden. It's Ariza on the wing. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's 12 points for Trevor Ariza.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Anthony against Ariza. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. That one is on Ariza. Carmelo Anthony, the third pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Here's Harden. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Taken away by Nene. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Knicks trail by 9. Outside Rose. New York, no good that time either. Houston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And that one is good by Beasley.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Nice shot by Vujacic. Vujacic has got 6.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And here's Harden for 3. Nene dishes to Harden. From outside, off the mark. Knicks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Anthony kicks to Vujacic. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Beverly with the ball. And Anthony sends it back. Here's Rose. He's got 11. It's offline from half court.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here's Noah. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
A free throw off from Joakim Noah.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want. But then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
Rose kicks it to Noah, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Puts it up off the inbound. Rockets leading by 11. Here's Harden.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Beasley kicks to Harden. He feeds it to Beverly. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor. Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
That bucket in no time at all. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Rose gets the bucket. And for Houston, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And Harden with the stop.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
And that one's good. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night. Rockets leading by 12. Ariza has the open look. Vujacic grabs the miss.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. 43 seconds left now here in the second. Beverly, the pass to Harden. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Beasley kicks to Harden. Fires the three. But they get it back. Here's Ariza. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer. And so that brings the first half to a close.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down.